Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. I talk about healthy eating, loving your body, feeling confident within every single cell. And where it all started for me was letting go of meat. That was life-changing, one of the best choices I have ever made. And it was 2005. I was in university and I was unhealthy. I was unhappy, and internally I felt drained. I would eat McDonald's, KFC, and drink lots of soda. I was addicted. I couldn't stop because this was all I knew. And I did love the taste of chicken. Do you think I wanted to give up my mom's cooking? Are you crazy? I thought no. And what happened was I was having lots of panic attacks, lots of anxiety, and I realized that if I didn't change, my situation would only get worse. So I started to read everything I could on health, nutrition, and my mentor, Mikhail Ivanov, a Bulgarian spiritual teacher, I was reading one of his books called A New Earth, and it was talking how the energy from the tortured animals gets transferred into the food, which passes into our bodies. And that just clicked. And then I saw how everything was connected, because many of us, we don't want to see what goes on behind closed doors, but at the same time, we love to go to a supermarket. And I saw that is why I had become desensitized, because I wasn't paying any attention to the needs of the animals. And when I had that level of awareness, I said, okay, I have to make a change right now. I used to go to the most amazing restaurant every time I had a break and order chicken and avocado. And one day I didn't order that. And the guy said, "What's wrong?" And I said, "I've stopped eating chicken, pork chops, beef." And he said, "Why?" And I said, "Because this is what my intuition told me to do." And it was hard from then on, because friends and family, they were telling me how I was losing weight. I had become a skeleton. Even I saw it, because it was a rapid change to let go of something that you've been eating all your life. But deep down, I knew this was the only way to go. And afterwards, I had the strength to say, wow, I've stopped eating meat. At that time, I was still eating dairy in 2005, but I smiled. And going out to events, it was hard. Going out to parties, because I was the odd one out. But I've got a thick skin. I can handle it. And afterwards, I had such a deep level of appreciation for all life forms on the planet that I was even ashamed of myself for eating meat. But at the same time, I respect what everybody chooses to eat. It is none of my business. My mom loves meat. I love her. I've got friends who love meat, and that is fine. But once I had this level of awareness that I feel healthier inside, more clarity, I'm getting my antioxidants, my vitamins, I just felt all my panic and anxiety diminish instantly. And then in 2006, I took the radical step of eliminating dairy and became a vegan. I don't even like using labels, but it was hard because I would go back and forth. But eventually, I made the push in the right direction, and I haven't looked back since. And the reason why I'm sharing this story is because I was inspired by other people, but at the same time, I didn't have that catalyst until I was reading, people were openly telling me that it's possible. And I just love seeing and hearing other people's stories about how they've gathered the strength to let go, and they are developing themselves. They are in the process of becoming the greatest versions of themselves. And in transitioning, once I stopped eating meat, I was eating a lot of veggie burgers. And that is fantastic to transition because it tastes very similar to meat. You've got tempeh, which is made out of soybeans. You've got seitan, which is made out of wheat gluten. But at the same time, gluten binds the small intestines together. So after a while, I even let go of mock meat and I embraced more plant-based foods, buckwheat, asparagus, avocados, coconuts, and I'm loving life right now. I feel so more alive. I'm the best that I've ever been. And I just always realize that we have to be responsible, that we are not the only superior life form on the planet. I love animals, not only cats and dogs, but every other life form I know is worthy of life. So therefore, I make sure that I eat to live. And also a great meat alternative, this is the number one secret, is portobello mushrooms. Portobello mushrooms are fantastic because they're full of B6, B1, but it's very good because it tastes very similar to meat. But beyond that, we don't even have to get the same taste. We just have to see the variation, the abundance of other alternatives. And that's how I did it. And what I've realized in all of this is that we have so much potential, but food is linked to culture, tradition. We have conditioning, we have expectancy. But I am so grateful for this new level of awareness because it's transformed my life for the better. I let go of eating meat because of all of the information around me. When I was watching Earthlings forks over knives and you're seeing what really goes on behind the scenes, it's shocking. But many of us don't want to see that. But I was ready to see it. That's why I became a vegetarian and later on a vegan. I realized that the reason why there is so much chaos on the planet, there is also a lot of love, but many of us are in war because we live our lifestyle. A lifestyle which is based around inflicting pain on life forms we think we are superior to. But peace, I saw, begins on your plate. And I just get goosebumps just to see that I don't miss eating meat one bit. And the more we can see how there are so many health benefits I've seen, because my heart health has improved. My whole confidence has grown and evolved because I have let go. But at the same time, I still have a deep respect for whatever people choose to eat. It's not about my diet is better than yours, because you don't get any extra points. That's what I've seen. But it's about people standing in their truth. For me, this is why I became a vegetarian. This is why I became a vegan. But more so, this is why I decided to take that leap towards my greatness. I became a vegan because my body was acidic. It was filled with mucus. I had IBS, not IBM, that's a computer company. I saw that my whole life was ending prematurely. But that all changed when I incorporated more plant-based foods into my life. All of that disappeared, and I had a whole new body, a new lease of life, more confidence. I accepted myself for the first time. I held my head high. I could look people eye to eye. My skin got clearer like magic. And I even bought myself a new shirt. Hey, how's that? It also allowed me to dive deeper into all the amazing foods like kale, chia seeds, hemp seeds. It got me interested to explore a hidden world that I never knew existed, that there is so much abundance out there. And I'm so grateful every single day to increase my knowledge, my wisdom, and to see that we live in a beautiful world. And the more we can start to treat other life forms like ourselves, then we will be closer to more harmony on the planet. And it already exists within a lot of people who are making it part of their lifestyle to see that it starts within. Peace starts within yourself. I say, eat whatever you want. Just remember that every action has a consequence. And ask yourself, are you emotionally ready to kill your own food? Love what you do. Love what you eat. love all life forms on the planet. We're here, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace.